Market Securities presents itself as a modern and trusted global broker operating through the website alt224-capital.com. It claims to offer access to the foreign exchange and contract for difference markets, providing clients with a wide range of financial instruments, expert guidance, and innovative trading tools. The presentation is sleek, the tone is professional, and the promises sound convincing. Insured deposits, secure transactions, and a transparent trading environment. Yet beneath this carefully built image lies a scheme with one purpose only: to collect deposits and make withdrawals impossible once a user decides to cash out. The website lists Market Securities as its managing company, but provides no verifiable corporate registration, no license number, and no regulatory affiliation. The supposed headquarters are unlisted, though some traces suggest Dubai. There is no phone number, and the only means of communication is a generic email address. Even the platform itself is unknown. Not MetaTrader, not CTrader, not any recognized software. Instead, users are directed to a web terminal that merely imitates trading activity. According to the WHO's records, the domain was created recently and is registered anonymously through a Cloudflare proxy. This setup is typical for short-term fraudulent projects. There are no legal disclosures, no compliance policies, and no proof of connection to a real liquidity provider. In contrast, legitimate brokers are required by financial regulators to publish detailed ownership information, audited reports, and license numbers that can be independently verified. Market Securities does none of this. The site's marketing strategy follows a familiar formula seen in many online trading scams. First, aggressive advertising is launched. Sponsored articles, fake success stories, and paid social media posts create the illusion of a credible financial institution. Second, a low entry barrier is offered. The minimum deposit is only $100, a deliberate tactic to convince beginners that the risk is small. Once a client deposits funds, the internal terminal begins to show rapid profits and successful trades. These numbers are fabricated, designed only to encourage larger deposits. The moment a trader tries to withdraw money, the scenario changes completely. Suddenly, verification checks, tax payments, and security fees appear. The client is told that funds cannot be released until these additional amounts are paid. If the victim refuses, the account is locked, the website support stops responding, and access is permanently lost. Victims of Market Securities describe identical experiences. Many report that their balances grew impressively within days, only to be frozen once withdrawal requests were made. Others mention that after paying supposed taxes, their accounts were disabled altogether. Multiple reviews on independent forums such as forexfirst.org and technoobzor.com expose the same pattern: false profits, forced fees, and total silence from the broker once money is lost. The lack of regulation is the central warning sign. Market Securities is not licensed by the Dubai Financial Services Authority, the Financial Conduct Authority in the United Kingdom, the Cyprus Securities and Exchange Commission, or any other recognized regulator. Its operations are therefore illegal. Without regulation, there is no protection for traders, no segregation of funds, and no guarantee that deposits will ever be returned. Every detail on the site, from the vague description of global investment opportunities to the fabricated trading interface, is a digital mask. Even the company's name, Market Securities, appears intentionally generic, chosen to mimic the titles of legitimate institutions and avoid immediate suspicion. The structure and text are identical to dozens of known fraudulent projects, including those recently traced to networks registered in St. Vincent and the Grenadines and other offshore zones. Experienced analysts recognize these patterns instantly. The promises of 100-to-1 leverage and guaranteed profit are fundamentally inconsistent with regulated Forex practices, where leverage rarely exceeds 1-to-30 and profits are never assured. The absence of an established platform such as MetaTrader 4 or MetaTrader 5 eliminates any technical credibility. In reality, the so-called trading terminal is nothing more than a browser-based simulator, displaying fictional prices and balances to sustain the illusion of real market activity. For those who have already invested, immediate action is essential. Stop all further payments and record every communication with the company, emails, chat messages, and transaction receipts. Contact your bank to request a chargeback under the category of services not rendered. Report the incident to your national financial regulator and local law enforcement authorities. Sharing your experience publicly on trader forums or consumer protection websites may prevent others from falling into the same trap. To protect yourself from future scams, always verify the broker's credentials directly through official regulatory websites. Real brokers have registration numbers that can be confirmed with authorities such as the FCA, CYSEC, or ASIC. They provide full company names, legal addresses, and transparent financial statements. They do not operate from anonymous domains, and they never pressure clients into making urgent deposits or paying fees to unlock funds. It is equally important to test withdrawal functionality before committing significant sums. With a genuine broker, even small withdrawals are processed efficiently and without hidden conditions. In contrast, scam platforms like Market Securities will delay, redirect, and eventually block withdrawal attempts entirely. Education and vigilance remain the most effective defense against financial fraud. Learn to recognize red flags such as unrealistic promises, missing licenses, unverifiable platforms, and generic customer reviews. Avoid sending cryptocurrency or international wire transfers to companies you cannot fully verify. Once funds are transferred to offshore accounts controlled by scammers, recovery becomes exceedingly difficult. The conclusion is unequivocal. Market Securities, operating through Alt224-capital.com, is a fake Forex broker with no regulation, no transparency, and no legitimate trading operations. It exists solely to collect investor deposits and then obstruct any attempt at withdrawal. Behind its professional website lies an unlicensed entity engaged in systematic deception. Do not invest, do not provide personal documents, and do not communicate with this organization. If you or someone you know has already been affected, reach out to Watchdog Online at proton.me. The Watchdog Online team investigates fraudulent trading schemes and helps victims take action. Market Securities is not a gateway to financial opportunity. It is a sophisticated trap built on trust, and once that trust is given, the losses are all too real.